Just hang on, let's check that it's working correctly. We won't be a minute, hang on just a minute. We're about to start a stream, which is, I do believe, is live at the moment. We are live. I am looking at chat. Hello, howdy partners! Howdy everybody, welcome to Xbox. No streaming allowed with a USB. Now today we're looking at Valheim? Hislands. What, Hislands? I don't know if that's something that's been added. Or does it Valheim? I think it used to be Valheim, but now they've added Mistlands to it, so it's now Valheim and Mistlands together. Right. Hello. Welcome to Valheim, and really awesome. We have some settings here. Yeah, but it's very basic on here. There's all the buttons. Music is rather loud, even though I've turned it down, it's still loud. I'm going to turn the effects down in case they're very loud. And I have it on quality mode with blooms, sun shafts, operatic configuration, and depth of field. And I don't have motion blur ever. I don't think anybody else does, so I don't know why people bother with it. Right, we're going to start the game. Now, I'm not doing this from the beginning. I'm just going to show you what I've done so far, but I may do a stream from the beginning just to show you how the beginning is. Now, we are Sirvana. Sirvana the delectable, delicious, with the leather outfit, beautifully hugging every curtain corner of this deserted place. Right. So we're now gonna, I would like to do a separate one for gaming, so we'll see what now I'll just show you how far I've got in this fantabulous game that me and Jess are playing. And we will do a stream of us playing shortly, if my neck doesn't fall off. So I can't have this for too long, because obviously Xbox doesn't allow USB mic plugins, unless you buy a special mic, which they probably got an interest in that particular company, so therefore are trying to flog it. But I could, that could be sarcastic remark there, but I shall viciously dispose of that sarcastic remark. Now we can zoom in with the camera by holding the left button on an Xbox. This is the Xbox Series X, the most powerful console in the world, and we can go hug up really tight like that, which doesn't give us much, but I tend to go for the one just back from there. Now, me and Jess built this last night. We flattened the ground, and Jess came up with this cunning plan of everything has to be raised off the floor, and I'm all for that, because Jess knows everything. We've set up 3 cooking stations, because you can pick up about 4 or 5 meat at a time, or you could get lucky and pick up 8. So sometimes you could fit, say, 5. I think it's about up to 5 on over the fire there, and come to bed. So look at this beautiful shack that we've built. Okay, rather nice. I'll give you a full 360 view here. We're not playing on a 360, unfortunately. There we are. What a lovely designed outfit this is. Now, occasionally you will come across some of these. Now, I can run, of course, which is a already built one, and you can make this your home. So you may see one of these right at the start of the game. Well, if I was you, you'd lay down a bench. So first of all, we need a hammer. So here's a hammer. Right, you're thinking, hello? Why are you doing a cooking bench? Well, we go to the build menu, press B. And we go to the bench, which just costs a bit of wood. So knock down a bit of wood, and then you place this like so. Once you've placed it like so, you can still have the bench hovering in midair if you like, but if you press LB on the Xbox Series X or L1, although I don't think it's on the PlayStation. Right, we can just demolish stuff. So we just let it highlight and then go, I don't like that. I'm going to crush it all. Now don't get rid of the bench, because then you won't be doing it to deconstruct. So remove everything, and of course this will give you a huge load of wood, which we can just walk around, and it will magnetically attract itself to our voluptuous nice body. I don't go any further than that. I don't want to upset the neighbours. I don't want to adore immensely. Right. So this is a quick look. So that's all you do. So right, Once you finished dissecting, then you can just dismantle the bench. And then from then on, you can't dismantle anything. Okay? So we push up on the D-pad to enact or deact, whichever. So, you know, if I want the nice red shield that I have, I press up on it on the D-pad, and if I want to have that in my hand, I have that. So now we have an axe. And if I do a quick blow with the right button, like that. Or you can do a very long one like this. It'll take a long time, and half the time they run away before you can hit them. So, probably best to use the little one. So you see, we don't want that one competing with our wonderful spirit. Now, a good tip at the start of the game, because I've been looking at tips on this game, apparently, you know, there's a lot of things you should know right from the start, and so I decided I better look at a few tips. Is to be beside the river, because rivers tend to have a lot of flint, and you need some flint due to flint weapons. These are some of the creatures. This is a long-tailed Jimmy, and we can just get the shield up and then wallop him like that. Although a lot of the time they run away before you can hit that one, so it's always better to do the shorter one, which is that one. Right? And that will give you a neck towel. That's it. A neck towel. So we go on our inventory, which is press Y on a Series X. Right? We have one of these. Now you may think, what can I do with that? Well, it's a tasty meal. And it tells you there it's a tasty snack. Although my recording bar is covering it, so it's slightly covering it, but I have made it translucent. I've acquired that technology now, and you can cook this up into a nice wholesome meal. Now you notice we're on 56% health. If you look at the left hand column there, it says there's 3 minutes left on that piece of meat, or both pieces of meat. So we could in fact have a piece of meat. Now what should we have? 3 minutes for, looks like that one. Right, so we eat that one. Sorry, I meant to eat it like that. Right, but you can't eat a second one. You can only eat one of each type of food, so we'll eat that. So that's the red one, that's like health. That's the yellow one for like stamina. And if you have a vegetable, you know, have a mushroom, you can have a mushroom as well. But those two are the same type, so therefore you can't have two, one after the other. You can only have one of each type. And we have some. Is that some cooked meat there? That's cooked meat. So that is boar meat. Sorry, deer meat. That is boar meat. And that is nectar. Which is by far the most delicious of them all. Okay, so here you are, and here's the flint. Now, I have found flint sometimes in just other areas. You know, as I'm wandering down towards the river, I found some flint. But generally they tend to congregate around here. That's their hanging out spot. So it's always good, you know, there you are, see another example. Sometimes they pop out and you've got to press it again. I can't work out why yet. But sometimes they pop out into your knapsack and sometimes they don't want to bother. It might be because it's heavy, so you're just loosening it and then you need to pop it into your backpack. Right. Now, I'll show you a couple of things about the map. Now, press the map button, which is the Windows button on an Xbox Series X in the middle. You can zoom in like that, whoosh, straight onto your haversack there. Now, this here is our spawning point. Okay? Now, once you have acquired your spawning point, you head towards it. Right, now, I headed towards my first house, which was over here. But unfortunately, I got rid of it because the house that I built there was on the side of a cliff, and sometimes I would actually fall off and drop to my death. So then I decided that's not a good place to have a house. So we've demolished it. Me and Jess, last night, we totally demolished it. He said, no, we're not having that. Now, there's a fire there, but we got rid of the fire as well, so we're getting rid of that. Now, it says, it's a good idea, if you find things like strawberries, or you find a new home, or whatever, you know, mark these areas. Alright? Now, we came in, flying on the raven at the start, so I will show you the, you know, start from there, and then we came in around about here. And we're supposed to walk. The first thing you have to do really is head towards the spawning point. I think you actually you end up here. Come to think of it. But when you get to that spawn point, I could run there now. In fact, I will run there now. I'll run there now. Let's show you it now. Now, don't try swimming in the water unless it's an extremely narrow lake, because you will drown. You've got very little stamina. Now these guys will come at you, just hold the shield up, and then give him a jolly good whacking over the head. And he will be stunned, and while he's still stunned, you just whack him again. Alright, that's the whacking treatment, as I've named it. Now there's a boar. Now, you can sneak like that. So you have a sneak mode. Now I've luckily acquired a bow. But you won't get this at the beginning of the game. It takes a little bit of effort. You've got to get a load of leather. Now I know precisely, you know, you've got to aim quite high with these because they tend to not have a long range. And there you are, one hit will get you that. No problem at all. Best place is to sneak and approach them from the rear. They don't like it up on them in the rear. And then I'm going to run, and I'll show you why the place the place where we were was a ridiculously stupid place to build it. But because it was like a half-made shack, and it was the nearest one to me, I decided, well, I may as well stick it there because I got to get through the night somehow. Alright, so this is where we spawn. Yeah. Right here in Valheim. I'll show you that from the beginning. I will show you that. Right, and then you have a little red stone here. And then you register your location. And once you register your location, so don't forget to do that immediately you start. It will do your first enemy, or getting attacked by your first enemy. Do you mind? I'm trying to get my axe out. They will kind of walk away like some complete idiot. While they do that, then you stagger them, and then that gives you a chance to hit them again, and you collect some resin. Alright, there's the resin. Alright, added resin. That's where you're going to get resin from. So don't forget, when you get to the spawn point and you chat to your bird, your raven, and you go up to the stone and register your complaint at the summoning stone. And that will show you your first enemy. So if you don't do that, it won't show. So you have to do it some other time when you're feeling in the mood. So it's over there. So that's our first enemy. But we're not worried about our first enemy yet. That there is a temporary. Right, now I'm going to walk back to this house because I noticed I haven't marked it as my home. So I always mark things off. So find something like mushrooms, straws, any other band like that. I used to quite like the Straubs. They were a very tasty band. Excuse the pun. Now, if you put your weapons away and your shield away, you'll run faster. So, if you want to get speed, take them both off, and you shall run as far as thou shalt run. Hang on, look at the map again because I've forgotten where my home is. Right, the home is up here. Now, we've got it named as a death point at the moment because that's where we died. But that is in fact our home site. We got tapped by a tree. Now, I used to think that nighttime in this game was exceedingly dangerous because as soon as you get to nighttime, it plays this really dangerous music. You go dun 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 dun. You think, oh god, I better. So you tend to make a bed, sleep until the morning because you're frightened to death and your ear ripped off by some horrible dark creature in the dark. But Jess has told me that's nothing to fear. Now, when you're wet, you're very wet. Now, Jessica's cunningly contrived a lovely little hanging over part here so that the water doesn't get on our lovely fire. If you've got anything to cook, like that tail for instance, you can whip it on there and then you wait until it kind of goes pop like that. It does like a little, leave it any longer it will burn, so don't let it burn. Alright, keep an eye on it, watch, wait for it, it doesn't take long. Tell a lie, this one does take long. Right, it does that. When it does that, take it off. It's now fully cooked. And beautifully. There you go, your menu with Y, press the Y, and there you have a lovely cook. a load of boxes. And, you know, we have certain things for certain things. You know, that's the best way to be. Make sure you're organised. It's got some weird controls, this. Because it's got a, like, you go over here and it's like left trigger, do that to transfer. Sounds, you know, seems a little bit tiddly to me. But I like tiddly. And then the scraps, you know, so I've got different boxes, different things. Although Jess come along, she might have just messed all that up now. Jess usually likes to, you know, mess up my beautiful, setup. So I got it kind of categorised by number. Well, I'll put purchase now, but yeah, certain things go on. So, well, I try to, but Jess messes it up. Well, I'm not going to blame Jess. That's her problem. That's not sarcastic at all. Right, now I will show you that place I was going to show, which is where I started. I mean, you probably won't find this interesting. Okay. Now, when you run, you're wet. It's not very nice. Now, when you've rested, you've got 10 minutes of restiness, as I like to call it. Now, if you come, so every now and again, you'll come across a rune stone. You know, you just want to click on these. And it says that, but it then converts it into Welsh. The land is hard and built wide, but we brought you here are harder still. The comfort traveller, take comfort traveller, in the gifts before you, the good wood, stone, the fruits and the flowers of the forest. Look also to the wild boar who roam these lands. They fear the fire and the hand of man, but they can be taught to obey it. Go quickly to them and let them eat out of your stock. Roots on the ground are for their pleasure. Oh, I see, you can teach. I didn't know that. How come I didn't notice that before? Or because I'm an idiot. This is like the Elder Scrolls. Well, it's nothing like the Elder Scrolls, it's not an RPG, but it has the same mechanics in that if we go to, if I go to here and then we move to Savannah. Oh, there's something topping my block off here. So we're just going to go back a little bit. I may have gone out on the camera now. Right, so we just go along right here, turn around, come back. You just, you know, just turn the face him. Just give him a dotty of what. He's then staggered, hit him again. And a huge explosion. Followed by that. Right, and then I'll show you where I first set up home, which is the most ridiculous place to put one. Now I'll get rid of the thing. You can go a little bit faster if you do that one, but I think if you take away the shield as well, that will go even faster. So. But I like to be fully ready for any confrontation, wherever it may be. Now, see these white trees? You cannot chop these down. I'll prove it to you. It won't work. Right? These are white. And these are special axe. But if it says birch, and he's over the old beach. But if it says birch, oh, actually, no, sorry, it's these. Oh, that's sorry, birch is the ones you can't do, so if I hit that, it goes too hard, right? Don't nibble at me. I don't like a nibble. Now, excuse me. Now, apparently this hasn't got some parrying ability, but, you know, it's always good. Saves you getting red chopped off. And then a vast explosion, followed by that, right. I realise I'm lingering a bit. So, I'll tell you what, I'll do it from the start next time. But I just want to show you what me and Jess have done so far, which is to do a load of building. Survive, kill a few animals. See, that's why I like to have this on, really, is because it can turn up at any minute, really, vicious enemies. Right, now this is the new place I was thinking of constructing, because it was a nice flat area that was nearest to where I was. But we decided to spit on that because Jess said it's a good idea to do it by water. I also heard the same complaint, so I did it as well. But I just want to show you where my old home is. After I've got rid of this malicious troglodyte called a great. Yeah, that hurt, didn't it? It's like, ooh, what's going on? I don't know where my old home is now. Be around there, really. around this area. On the edge of a cliff. Unfortunately, it was on the edge of a cliff, but that's not my fault. It's just that that's the first place I come to was on the edge of a cliff. But I think I got a feeling I've removed it from the map, so therefore I can't find it anymore. So I don't know why I bothered doing this. So why don't you rewind there, Rain? Okay, I'll rewind. So this is where we are so far. I'll tell you what, I'm going to save it there. I'm going to log out. And that's best to do with a log. And that was not a sarcastic comment at all. That was a funny joke. You soon know the difference. The sarcastic joke will be sarcastic. But I'm going to see if I can do a second one. Alright, and do a new game. Where I play as a manly man. Alright. Okay, the skin tone. What is it? I mean, I'll go slightly lighter. Now we can have no hair. Or mohair. Now, obviously the graphics aren't top notch in this. You know, they're meant to be run very speedily, so therefore, you know, I would say, being a Nordic type character, we have to have a, you know, good hairstyle, you know, good long flowing lock eyes. You need. Well, I didn't know there were so many options, to be honest. Right, let's go all the way back to long. Have we got any long white dog ponytails? Regardless. Right, well, long. Right, long, and we want a beard. Obviously, you want a beard if you want a beard. Oh, real. Oh, yeah, that's a long one. Oh, it's a beard or not a beard? Be or not to be? Oh, I was going to say. Is that any different? I didn't really. Oh, I see. Oh, well, I'm going to have a short one, although I must admit the long one was very attractive. Okay, we'll go with that one. It's quite long enough. Right. Blondiness. Let's have a blonde one. Alright, let's have a blonde one. Now, I can enter a name. How do I enter a name? You click that and we go like, you know, Ray. Hork. Horkas. Ray Horkas. I think that's a good name. Then we go down to done, and we're done. Right, once we're done, we start as Ray Horkas the Strong. Alright. I don't know if it's to take over my world, but I'm going to do it as a new one. And we're going to call this name Stream. Stream 1. Yeah, I'll call the next one Stream 2, obviously. No, that's stupid. Right, okay, then we're going to do done. You can do like a seed, but I don't think you like seeds because I don't like climbing. So you can do a seed, which could give you some random thing, but some people say don't do that because it can end up with a weird world with like all water and no land or something. So it's probably best to just leave it alone and just go with it. Now, hopefully this will come out at the correct volume. If it doesn't, this is a complete waste of time and I just have to do it again, but I probably won't because my neck will have fallen off, so therefore I'll have to do it again in 3 weeks. I'm just talking while I'm filling in for time. Now, it would be a good idea to put some hints up while that's loaded. Give us lots of hints and tips about the game. But obviously I don't want to give away too much too soon. Otherwise it'd be too soon. Well, I know, I'd rather be late. Right, so it starts off. Long ago the All-Father Odin united the worlds. He threw down his foes and cast them into the 10th world, then split the boughs that held their prison to the world tree and left it to drift unanchored, a place of exile. For centuries this world slumbered easily, but it did not die. As glacial ages passed, kingdoms rose and fell out of sight of the gods. When Odin heard his enemies were growing once again in strength, he looked to Midgard and sent his Valkyries to scour the battlefields for the graces of their warriors. Dead to the world, they would be born again in Valheim. Ja! Und. Sorry, I don't think that's Nordic at all, is it? German. And we come in on Flying Raven. You know anything about Nordic mythology? Raven, there's Odin. You know, Midgard, the tree, all that kind of stuff. And also getting billions of games out to do with Nordic stuff ever since it was first invented by I don't know who. It's a very terrible day. Coming in for the swoop, final swoop now. I don't believe you can actually pick where you want to land. You just kind of guide your way in and go, hello, right, we're right in the thick of it here, in the thick of a forest, and everyone is procedurally different. Luckily, we landed on the safe spot, and that is the only time, if you fall any great height, you will survive. Don't do it. Don't even fall like 10 feet, you'll die. And then we got to Huggin. Hello, Huggin. Want a hug? I'm Huggin.
Sent here to guide you into the travels. The megaliths surrounding you are the sacrificial stones. They represent the Forsaken, which you must slay in order to ascend to Valhalla.
Thank you, Huggin. Anything else? And then he disappears. Now we meet him again. We talk to him again.
These magical stones were scattered throughout the lands by Odin, as signposts pointing towards the ritual grounds of the Forsaken. If inspected closer, this one will reveal the summoning place of Ixra, your first prey. He is a mighty beast, so you need to properly arm yourself before even attempting to defeat him.
Yeah, crack off. And don't forget to register that. If you don't, if I look at my map now, it's very small. Alright, that's where we came in, that's our flight path, which apparently was the shape of a V, and you can put pins down. Alright, now if you register by doing that, alright, it will say, right, well, your enemy is there. So there's the vicious enemy that we have to attack, which is Eichthar, okay? Make sure you're fully kitted up before you even attempt to do that. Alright, and the first thing you do is, well, is there any water nearby? It was a bit wavy, although I think that's a cloud going over. It is a cloud going. I didn't even know they had clouds. Alright, so watery area apparently is a good area to start. What a stroke of luck! We are right by a lovely bit of water. So very lucky on this particular one. On the other one, I was nowhere near water, so I had to walk a long way. Every time you pick up something or you kill something or whatever, you acquire a new ingredient for crafting. Remember that. Alright? Now, if you're on a PC, you can actually decrease this vegetation so you can see things hidden in underneath the vegetation, because otherwise you won't see it. But we don't get that option on Series X. Yeah. Now, we have Huggin over here again. Let's go over and hug him.
You have found a snack. Consume it to improve your health and stamina. Be aware that before long you will grow hungry again, so try to always have at least a couple of different meals ready.
Alright, so now it's beautifully by a couple of mushrooms. So pick these up. Now sometimes they pop straight into your pocket. Other times you may have to. Hello? Something came up then. It's a sacrificial stone. Right, okay. Yeah, I don't want to summon it yet. You gotta go to the summoning place to do that. Right, so of course we've got no weapons, no armor, nothing. So if I look at my inventory, all we have is a torch. Now a torch is very useful. I've heard since yesterday, I've heard that it's useful. Hello? The bird is going to talk to us again. Now be very careful when you go in the water. You will not be able to go swim very far at all and you'll drown. So please don't do that.
Most items can be crafted. However, due to your recent departure from Midgard, you will have to recall the truer shape of objects. Just pick things up and it will all come back to you, I'm sure. My lesser brother, Munin, tells me one can fashion a stone axe out of wood and stone.
Okay. So, do it. Now, obviously if I try and bash this tree, I'll probably give myself a heart attack. So what you do is bash these twigs next to it. A bit like Ark Survival Evolved, really. Keep bashing this, and they will fall on the ground, and then you just hoover them up. Apparently we have a built-in hoover. Of course, your one-arm combat will go up because it's like the it's like the Elder Scrolls. Everything you do increases your level. But you got to wait for your stamina to build up now. Yeah, try hitting the target. That's probably the best plan to do. Alright, so now we have some wood. Alright. Now here comes a creature. Now I've heard, now I didn't know this, apparently if you do this, they don't like it, they run away. So if you don't, see a vicious enemy, you can actually set them on fire as well, which is an easier way of killing them. So that's something I didn't know until I saw it yesterday. So actually this game's probably a good idea to get some tips. Alright, so obviously seeing mushrooms under this grass might be a bit difficult, which is why some PC players decide to, get rid of it. Right, here's a piece of flint, a very useful item. And here's I thought it was a mushroom, but what's that there? That's a branch. Right, okay. Pluck it out of the air, becomes into a gigantic log. And these are some of the little creatures. So a torch, very handy, keeps you warm. Plus, it's very good for fighting monsters apparently. And anything comes near you, well, just jolly well hit them with this, well, or just put it out. And they wouldn't even go near you, which is something I didn't know at the start of the game. Probably not a good idea to bash this torch. Alright, so now we've done that, you see. So we actually have a good area to be. So all we need is a flat piece of ground. Let's have a look over here. Is there a flat piece of ground? So as I say, all these worlds are different. And that wavy bit there is the water. So I've actually got a very good spot here. Obviously we want a nice, large area for a nice camp. And of course we've got this one here, he's just set him on fire a minute. So we'll get some resin. Yeah, run man, run. Your life could depend upon it, mate. Until of course the torch runs out and then we're dead. And there's another piece of resin, thank you. And there's a neck, and he thought about having a go at me, but oh well, he will have a go at me now. Now I could try bashing it, of course, but he'd probably kill me. Especially my health is low, so I'll tell you what, I'll retire from that maniac. I'll call him a maniac for a minute. But of course, I suppose I could go to here and create another torch. If I could get to the right area. And if I could craft it before he eats me. Right, and then we can defend ourselves against this vicious beast. Really good. It didn't last long, did it, mate? Right, there we are. I'll tell you what, let's just do a crummy little home here. So to build a crummy little home, what you'll need is a hammer. Go into our inventory here. We've got a club, we can make a club. Alright, but we can also that's a good point actually. How do I think we've got to get enough wood first. So get enough wood. So I'll put a torch away. I don't want to ruin it. Bash away like this. And of course a lot of people giving you intros on this game will show you, we'll actually cut to the next bit, an hour later, where they show you the next stage, but I haven't got the ability to do that, only because Xbox won't give me the tools to do it. But that's my own problem, the Xboxes, and PlayStation just keep forging ahead if they carry on at this rate. They give us everything, they give us VR, they give us streaming tools, and they give us the way to edit streaming. I'd say they're way ahead of us. Microsoft, switch on, please. Right. See that there? Perhaps they can creep up on him. Okay. They've got one on sneak already. Quicker than Skyrim. I know. If you're going to push them from the rear, is always the best option. If you don't like it, up them. Oh, the trouble is my sneak ran out. Yeah. So they ran off. So that's the end of that sad tale. I'll try it again. Every now and again, stop. Let it replenish. Alright. A very low pool of stamina. I'll tell you what, let's eat something. Since we're half starving here. So we can eat one of those. We can eat one of those because it's white. So obviously that's what do you call that? That's fruit, that's vegetables. Right, and that's meat. So there are 3 different classes. Okay, right now. We should be able to, once we've got 10 pieces of wood, be able to construct something, but we need a hammer. I'm not sure how you get a hammer. How do you get a hammer? A club? I'll tell you what, I was going to craft something actually. Oh, I need a crafting bench. Right, it's a tricky bit. Here comes the tricky bit. How do I do a crafting bench? Hello, what's this? A tooltip. I don't know what a tooltip is. Sweet and delicious raspberries. Eh? Oh, rag tunic. Oh, I see. It's telling us about a rag tunic. Oh, we got it. We got that. We're wearing. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We're wearing it. Oh, I see. So if I do that, I see. I take it off. Yeah, it's back on again. Although I didn't really notice anything. Let's try that again. I want to see what I'm looking at. Right, we can't unequip it. Oh, I see. X. So obviously it takes a while for us to undress, but if you want to see me manly, hunky like that, but obviously that would put me at severe disadvantage, so we won't do that. Dog parking. Now I would love to chop that bird up into little smithereens, but it's going to fly off. Right, okay, there's a hut over there. Okay, there we go, there's a hut. I'll say that's making one. On a nice, flattish piece of land. As I say, your stamina runs out, you drown, so don't drown, whatever you do. There's more strawberries, and luckily it's by... And I can hear a bee buzzing. And so there's obviously a beehive in there, which can be a bit dangerous. Right, so now how do we get rid of that? Well, I think we're rather stuck. I don't think we can do anything about that yet, because I don't think we can do the... when do I do the bench? Not sure how I do the bench. Log, food, inventory, registers, welcome. Right, inventory. Can't remember how I did... I think I've got to find a few things. Oh, I know what I've got to do. I've got to find a stone. Ah, that's what I've got to do. Now, once you've got a home that you could build here, right, that's a very humble shack, but it's a good starting place, right? I could mark it on my map, so go to the map one, and we can put that there, and we can do home, and then you can say, what is the home? That's basic, isn't it? I don't know what home is in Nordic, but there we are. So now we've established a home, and we know where it is. Right, we're going to get some stones, so I think that will unlock some recipes. Right, there we are. See if we can do a hammer. Right, now that we've done that, we need so many to make a hammer. So let's have a look. Go to the right crafting area. Right, we need 2 stone. Okay, we need 1 more stone. And these are these little round stones here, which, you know, you've got to sometimes hit twice. I'm going to go in here, but be safe. Be careful you don't drown. Do not go very far. If they run out of stamina, you will drown. Even though this is not very, you know, not very wide stream, you could still drown if it's not, you know, just that little bit too wide. So we're looking for a piece of stone. That's a cookie stone. It is stone. Right, okay, now we can do a hammer. I may as well get the flint. Alright. Right, so if we now go to our menu, we can now do a hammer. Hammer away to the morning. Right, have I got 3 wood? Oh, I've got to navigate to that slot. sorry, it can be a bit of a div at times. Right, so now we have that, which is open a workbench. Alright, okay? Alright, so for a workbench, all we need is wood. Right, now this guy will be frightened of us, but set him on fire. Right, so we just get a little bit more wood, I think. Just to make sure, I think I've got enough wood, but just in case, I want to get my melee skills up as well. I can hit it. You can just keep your finger on the button, actually, just realised that. Right, where was that hut? Aim for the hut. Right, over here. Can't get over that rock apparently. Right, okay, so here we have a little hut. So it's a nice basic place to start, okay? Saves you building, doesn't it? Alright, so what we do is, we go to here. And we go to our construction thing, yeah, our construction. Right. We've got construction, okay? Now we press B on Xbox to go into the workbench. Right now we have workbench. So what we've got to do, we've got to construct the workbench near the actual place. It gives you a ring of security. I mean, do it, come on. Flips in like that. Right, and put it down. Right, once you have that, then you can deconstruct. What you do is you keep the workbench on there, highlight the bit you want, and then press left button and it removes it. Now, wait, I'm thinking, right, hang on, why removing it? I thought you wanted to build it. Well, we do. But we can't remove that. Now, keep away from the buzzy bees for a minute. I forgot a buzzy bee. You know, wait till they've dispersed, and then pick up the honey and the queen bee. They're afraid of me, look. These things aren't too difficult as long as you know, if you've got a torch. See, I didn't know this, and you know, you would be punished by it. I got about day 26 before I could do the basic thing. But, I'm trying to do it from this time where I seem to know what I'm doing. He's kind of hampered to start, this guy. I'm going to burn the workbench at this rate. I'm trying to get him so I could, you know, so he didn't. So when I put the torch away, he's not going to aggravate me. Right, I'll break the torch. Hammer, I suppose. Right, so now we have that. If we go into our inventory, we now have a queen bee and some stamina, which is the same as that one. Same kind of things, you can't eat. But if you consume that, you notice, you know, we'll be increasing our health. No, we don't need that. Well, we do need that, sorry. We do need that. Because we've got to split it now. So now that we've built it, you see, we want to continue it, right? Now the bird's going to have a chat to us. Let's talk to the bird. Hello, Huggin. I've got that, yeah, construction on. Just turn that off.
Yep. The workbench allows you to craft complex items as well as giving you access to lots more building pieces to construct with the hammer.
Thank you, Huggin. Right, exploded. So, yeah, if you go into that and press B for building, you've got lots of options now. We have hammer, we have fire, so all we need is some stone and some wood. I like the fact that the numbers are very low on this. Some games they're very high on it. Not very high on that stuff. And then we have a nice cooking station here. And we have a chopping block. We need a lot of flint for that. And we have a queen bee. Well, we have the bee, we just need some wood. And then we've got loads of options here. So now, look, we can pick that, say, a nice wall. And we can... Now, it's kind of a bit iffy trying to place this. You've got to kind of turn it the way you want. And then kind of, you know, it's not... You know, if you put it there, it doesn't, like, show up. So you've got to kind of, like, just latch it onto the one below. By the edge... Oh, I may have made a tragic error there. But we're just learning. Huggin, you're appearing far too regularly.
With this tool as well, you will raise mighty hulls and towering fortifications. Start by building a workbench. This in turn will enable you to construct other things.
Thank you. Buzz off. Right, now apparently there's a tree in the middle of this. Can I go in it? Yes. So when you go inside, it may have dropped something. Apparently it dropped something. I don't know what it was. Right, I'm exposed upstairs. That's because the thing outside. We've got to have the workbench before we can do any of this stuff. So let's pick something that's more achievable. What's it look like? It's like a V-shaped receptacle there, isn't it? So I presume it's this. So we just put this on top, and we've got to kind of latch it on somehow, you know, just got to tweak it on the, you know, and then kind of turn it. You know, it's kind of a little bit tricky. I find you got to go on the edges of it, like that, and then it beautifully latches in. But it's, you know, it can be a little bit fiddly to, you know, get these things to fit properly. It needs to be sort of attached to the edge for some reason. I think the odd decision. Right, okay, we are out of wood. Alright, so we'll forget that. Right, it's getting dark. So let me do a new torch. Alright, I need stone and wood. Oh no, it's getting dark and I ain't got stone and... Oh no. Is that a stone? Or flint? It's close enough. Right, okay, we're severely hampered now because we've got no stone. Right, as I say, don't go too far, run out of stamina, you'll die just like Breath of the Wild. So what came up then? What was it? A branch. Right, okay, a branch gives us some wood. I'm feeling cold, by the way. Yeah, see, I didn't know that, you know, when dark comes, you know, I heard that music and I thought, oh my god, you know, I'm going to die now, I'm going to die tragically. It's this flipping branch. Jess says she's gone right through the night and it's not really any problem. I think it's trying to put the frighteners up here. So I think really that's what it's doing. Right, I'm going to see if I can do a torch again. You know, I can't see a blind bat or a hugging. So I'll do a torch. That'll give me access to a lighted source, thank God. Where, you know, and then I can punch down a tree, but that'll probably wreck it. It does wreck it, right, okay. But at least everything will keep away from me till morning comes along. It took us a turn where the house is. You see what I mean? Very attractive to me. Very attractive. Might need a couple of blows. See, if I put it out, they'll all come flying back. You go, oh hello, here's an opportunity. And then just whip it out quick. Right, cabin's here. So hello, the cabin's not here. Oh, it's here, alright. Huggin wants to talk again. Guy keeps on, doesn't he? Huggin, what do you want now?
When the temperature drops at night, if you are or if you are wet, you will suffer from being cold. This is your summer regeneration. Seeking shelter by an open flame is your best option when this happens. Alright. Right, where is the cabin?
It's over there. It's not too wide because if it is, I'm dead. God. What I feared. How I can't even see it? It's so damn... Oh, damn. Did you say damn then? I'm going to say damn. Oh, okay, there it is. Right, okay, found that. Found the... Again. Right, let's get inside. I don't know about you, but it's very uncomfortable outside. So, luckily we can go through here. Oh, thank God. In here, there might be some valuable items in the chest. If so, take them all. Left stick takes them all. I didn't know that. But apparently now we've got new building pieces, and that was so fast I couldn't see it. I think it's trying to help us here. So we can put this up, and I wonder if we can do a bed. I'll tell you what, that'd go down a treat, wouldn't it? Right, we just need some wood. Right, okay, we can't. We need some wood. Right, more wood, more branches. God, what you got to do to get a good night's sleep around here, isn't it, eh? God, blimey. Yeah, it hurts, isn't it? Waiting to dematerialise right there, yeah. Oh, God, right in my underpants. Right, it's viciously dark, isn't it? Right, okay, put this away. Hang on, face the target, lock onto the tree, lock on. Right, okay, nice. I must be very bad at aiming. Some people say I've got a reputation bad at aiming. Don't believe them, it's a load of tosh. That's a bit more here. We just rolled down the cliff there, I don't know what that was. Right, okay. Right, let's see if I've got enough for a bed now. Because, man, I could do with a bedtime. Right, hang on. Bed. I need, well, I'll workbench in a minute. Right, we need 8. I haven't got 8 yet. Okay, we haven't got 8. I know what you're saying, I could make it shorter, couldn't I? If I jump into the next section, I could. So I'll just do a little bit longer because I don't want to overdo the old neck. Doesn't like being overdude. The torch out, save it. There wasn't any more wood. I'm trying to make a bed for goodness sake. Then you can get to the morning and you better see me properly. Interference. Yeah, it'll lock on, isn't it? Okay. Oh, I'll keep pressing the button. All I'm going to do is press and hold it. Oh, dimp. Right, I have exactly 10. Which means if I go back to the house, which is in roughly that direction, although I don't know where I'm walking. Right, let's run toward the house. I may not have placed it accurately, but apparently this map is extremely accurate, unlike some I mentioned. Right, okay, so now we've got that. Go to construction hammer. And there, now we just... somebody's attacking me? Somebody can how dare you attack me while I'm placing my bed? I'm trying to place a bed here! What's the matter with you? Oh, that's it, you're gonna get it now. Just attack me while I'm trying to get a bed! Drag the torch hung out. Right, I wonder if I can hit him with a hammer. Oh god, oh god, oh god, I'm in severe trouble. Right, I don't know about you, but I'm getting on top of the house. They might demolish the house, it's in trouble. What's that say? Right, hang on, can I fashion a weapon quickly? I can! Quick! I died. Right, this is how easily you can die in Valheim. Now, Jess says it's safe at night, I disagree. I think that violent dissectation proved, and of course I didn't save it. Which, you know, you could say is a little bit of that. I think it does save now and again. So I'm going to run toward my target. Viciously being torn apart by these vicious torn aparts. And open up, run out of stamina, otherwise I'm dead. I'm going to run out of stamina and I'm dead. Right, well met. Should be hail and well met, Sonny. Hail and well met. Now if we go over here, we can pick up our remains. So this only remains about 15 minutes, I do believe. Right, let's get him with a hammer. See if I can hit him with a hammer. Apparently I can't hit him with a hammer. Okay, we can't hit him with a hammer. Right, I don't know about you, but when I'm talking to Hugging, am I completely free? Safe? Well, Jess, I don't think it's safe at night. I'm trying to get at this, I could fashion a flaming torch. But I can't, because evil creatures trying to destroy me. Hang on, I'll just run around the house several times, so that it's not night time. Oh god, it's going to save him. I just got to hang out for 30 seconds. Hang out for 30 seconds. Right, just hang out for 30 seconds. I'm wet. Oh, I'll just knock down a tree quickly. If I can knock down a tree in this dim light, I would. See how dangerous it is in Valheim? Without a light. Oh, this is getting me more. Oh no, I could drown. Oh no. No, got away with that. Why do I leave the safety of my home? You can leave me alone, what's the matter with you, you raving lunatics? What are you? Idiots? All I want is a branch. All I want is a branch. Just give me a branch. God, hug it! Hug it! Oh god, would you believe it? Would you believe it? I mean, I don't believe it. Maybe I can punch the guy out. Yes! Oh! Oh, hang on. Hang on. Oh, I must make a torch quick. I can! That's it, you're gonna get it. Yeah, hell and well met to you creep. Terrible problem trying to hit things. Yeah, alright, what do you want? What do you want? Birch? Birch neck. Right, okay, I died again. This is why you go to bed at night, Jess. I'll keep telling you. As you can see, it's a pretty vicious game really, but once you've got a couple of basic tools, you'll be fine. What about you? I'm running for the house again. Right, okay, so it's all fine staying in a safe area. What do you want?
Each time you are tracked and sucked down, you'll forget a small part of your abilities and drop your belongings at the site of the accident. If you wish you were home by now, I'd recommend building a bed wherever home it may be. Hugging.
That's a good point, actually. He's got a very good point. Why don't I just go to the bed? What do I think of that? This is why Jess is a genius and I'm not. Okay, well that was a simple solution, and all I had to do was do it. What a twit. Right, okay, you have every right to call me a twit. What now? Sleep the right way from home and make you feel refreshed and full of energy. And an improvement to your home would be some chests where you could store items.
Good practice, though. Well, always have spare equipment if something unfortunate happened to you. Right, shut up and go to sleep. I'm going to sleep. I can't sleep at this time. Why not? Is it morning?
Or maybe that I've slept all the way through the night till daylight. So now we get less attacks. Jess, see what I mean about the... See, I am right, Jess. It's more dangerous at night. I think I've just proved that. What's this guy really? Was he stupid or something? Is he a Nord? No, probably an Imperial. Right, okay. Have I got enough to craft a weapon? For God's sake. Plus, it straws here. Blimey, I need about a billion chunks of wood here. There's only 2, but I can't even get 2. I think it does like 1 or something. Come on. My destroying ability. Oh yeah, it's just 1. I think he hits harder than I can hit it, but I'll tell you what, I'm going for it because I only get better. Leave me alone, I'm trying to craft. It could take me a long time to do 10 of these. Let's just spend it on the bed. Seems a stupid idea to me. I should have defended myself first. Right, yeah. Yeah, I realise it's more closer to the German language than Nordic. How does Nordic speak? Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's it, yeah. Yeah. Well, that's still German, isn't it? That's German Nordic. So I hope you enjoy this quick start and obviously failure by Ray Wilson, but you know, I'm famous for it. I'm famous for failure. Oh, okay, let's navigate to there. Let's do a club for goodness sake. Followed by a torch. Right, now we can defend ourselves. Right, okay. Right, now we have the basic tools. Me being one of them. Thank you. Sorry. Oh, bushes are tricky. Well, okay. So now we have that. I see. Hopefully, I wonder if we can do a. Now we got a workbench outside. Now, one of the magnificent things about this game is, and they should be applauded for that, is that when you knock things down, it doesn't. You get exactly the same resources back. They don't. Oh, that's kind of stumped me now. Right, okay, let's go to the construction hammer. I can't build one. I know what you're saying, I'm out of wood. I don't know how to stone. Right, we're out of stone. Right, stone! Right, okay, we've got to find a couple of stone. Round nodules of a certain size that are quite small. Round nodules. Round things. Anything round. Right, a stone. Right, it's 3 stones all in a bunch there. Right, there you go. Luckily, if you're below it, when it's on the slope, it'll fall straight into your lap. Otherwise, you've got to go hunting for it like that, you know. You've got to hunt in the underbush there. Right, okay, can I do it now? I can. Right. Did I do it? Oh, I'm in the wrong section. Don't worry, I'll get it in the end. It just takes a little while. Yeah, I find this a little bit clunky, this interface. But that goes with the goes with me, doesn't it? I'm a bit clunky. And then we go. What we do is now we can go to that flaming bush, but it's only a temporary home. Alright, so what we can do now we've got the construction hammer, we can now demolish this, and we get all our resources back. Fabulous. So now we can go inside our little hut, and we can place it inside in safety, because it has to be sheltered. So as long as you shelter it from the wind direction, and obviously it's remember the last thing we were doing. So what we want to do is put it now inside. Obviously I realise we haven't got a lot of room here, so I'll put it there, but obviously not by the bench. It's probably a stupid place to put it. So we're going to place it just here next to the bed, so I can get out of bed and go straight on and get to work. Like that. Alright, now once we've done that, we put away the construction hammer and we go and use the bench. Now we have a fistful of dollars. Right then, let's see. We could do with an axe. So we just need a little bit of wood. I don't think there's anything in there. Took out, yeah. Right. Let's go out. Now we have a construction hammer and a club. So at least we know we've got a club. We can hit the living daylights out of people. I realise we're not on a very flat area, but this is all we got for a minute. That's flint, apparently. So we're back to fisting stuff, unfortunately. But my god, melee skills are going up. So you don't need many resources in this game. There's another thing why people love it. Although the graphics aren't top notch, you know, they're not, you know, supreme. It runs beautifully. Which is what we want, really. And this is on quality mode, by the way, because the Series X, the most powerful console in the West, unless you come from the East. Yeah, stagger, aren't you? Well, apparently a club is very useful, and burning is just as efficient, but it ruins your torches. So I wouldn't recommend. So, yeah, punch them. If you can do these, just punch them. Wait till you get the axe before we start doing trees. I'm going to get a few for a minute. Now, if you want to find out your skills, and you go to here, your skills, this tells you all your skills. So we've just been doing it with a clublet. It's gone up to 4. We have no blocking, but our fists have gone up to 4. Our running is very good because we're running mostly, and we've got the odd jump, and we've done the odd swim. So it will do the Elder Scrolls type thing. So if I keep jumping, you know, obviously I'll jump in. They are just a little bit of jumps. Now we want a stone club. Right, okay, there we go, stone club. Now the game really takes off. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Yeah, that's a stupid remark. Right, beach. There we are. One hit and we've gone up. This is the kind of game I like, you know, when it rewards you very quickly. Now, just keep doing it. Whatever you do, trees will kill you. Alright, so when the tree falls, as soon as you see it falling, right, run out of the way quick, because if that falls on you, you're instantly dead. Even if it rolls, goes on the ground, and you stand in front of it now as it's rolling, it will kill you. So take a tip from me, don't get too close to trees when they're moving, whether vertically or horizontally. Right, see, it hurt me there with that little movement. You see what I mean? It's what you call overactive physics. Actually, I'll stand back a bit. I think it's into myself. Try not to do that so much. Obviously, you know, it takes a while to put it down, but you get a huge load of wood now. Now we're construction heaven now, as I like to call it. You could do an almighty blow, of course, like that. Well, I totally missed. Like that. You could do that if you want. So I'm just counting them. 4. Right, four hits if you do it with that. That's probably actually quicker. Now you can get one from the stump, so let's try it with this. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's 9 if you do it with that. I would recommend doing it with the other way. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, maybe more than that. 5? No. 6? Maybe we're supposed to do it the other way. And then retire immediately. It could fall on the house, of course. And sometimes it knocks down other trees. Now, we're in a very precarious position now, so when we hit it now, there's a high chance that it could roll significantly here, so be careful. Got that stamina. So, you know, I say 4, you know, don't want to get in the way of that. Throttle you. Right, okay, I think I've got plenty of wood. Let's go back to here. Get a little bit closer. Hug it, hug it. Right, okay, now we can instantly repair stuff by just pushing down on the right stick. Right, we're just doing that. It doesn't cost anything. Let's applaud them for that. Right, then we can do some wooden arrows. A bit pointless without a bow. Now, we can't do a flint axe because we're going to need... Oh, hang on. Yeah, well, that's a stone axe. Flint axe. We need 6. Something coming along and bashing our stuff. Now, apparently, sometimes they attack your home. They've been trying to attack me. I can hear crunch, crunch, crunch. I wonder what it is. Just gotta get rid of these plants. I wonder what that is. Maybe it's the God of Thunder or something. So I'll tell you what, I'm going to store some of this precious stuff. Now it has got a weird kind of interface where you got a pull left stick can do that. I'm going to put the resources in there, especially the good ones. Somebody's knocking on my door, I think. Right, let's get a few trees down anyway. Let's try this method. Let your stamina go up a bit. Now, of course, I should really be eating some food, so I ain't got any. We're actually in a very precarious position here. Especially with that tree falling. So I mean, they're pretty vicious, aren't they? 1, 2, don't mind if I count here. Not gonna. Okay. Oh, watch it, watch it, watch it, it's a rolling log! Oh, God, I almost panicked there. Oh my God, it's a rolling log! Watch out, I'm gonna get killed by the rolling log. Oh, you may get me first. Phew, just hung on there. I think I'll tell you what, I'll retire into the house quick. Let me retire to the house. I think I've got some food in the bin. Or bin in the food. Oh no, it's gone off. What is that noise? Sounds like someone invaded my clump. Oh, I got any meat? I need something. I need some food quickly. Oh, I need some berries, bushes, bush babies. Yeah, don't try catching them, you won't do it. Need a berry or two. I think there was some by the stone, wasn't there? What do I do? Do a jump at it, save you, although that may use, oh yeah, it does use stamina. But yeah, let your stamina go up, probably go cross the river. This is about the narrowest one you can cross, really. Right, let's go up to here. I think there was some food around here. I'll take a box. Now they tend to, here. Let the flow in, that's what I say. Oh, I nearly got him. But wasn't looking. Any mushrooms? Stone, at least. Oh yeah, some little things right by there. It's a stone actually. You could probably place to look. A bit wet now. Tell you what, if he just keeps running around these stone, I've got a good chance of hitting him. If I can hit him, that is. I'm running out of stamina. If I could just cut him off. God, I've got an amount of stamina as a evil witch, haven't I? These want to be sacrificed, obviously. Yes! Oh, look at that! Wow, I got deer meat, a deer hug, a beer, deer. Yeah, feather or something. Oh, it's all hug. Just need some food, any kind of food would do. Plums, pears. What's that there? Oh, it went ping then. That's why it's a good idea to mark where things are. I think I'll head back home. I suppose resting might help. Probably why we've got so little stamina. I wonder if I can outrun it. No. As wet as I am. God, like. I realise I'm not heading towards me home here. Yeah, I think it's a general idea. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, take that that way, it might help. Oh god, I might drown here, hang on. Get stamina up a bit. First swim I went to, when I first did it, I drowned immediately. Just how thick I am. So now, can I craft a cooking bit or a fire? Fire would be nice. I think I can do it from here, can't I? Apparently not. Oh god, leave me alone here! God, leave me alone! Why demolish this house? I'll throttle you. That's bad in the day, aren't they? It's because they sense I'm weak. Or it might be because I took my shirt off. They killed my shirt. I think they killed my shirt. Steaming wet as well. Let's fix my axe. I can't do a lot at the moment, can I? I'll tell you what, I think we'll leave it there. And we'll carry on next time. How did that sound? And I think it's a good idea also to save, by the way. Right, so for a minute, let's look at the keys there. There's all the buttons there if you want to know what they are. So B is dodge, or if you're in the build, you know, you've got construction hammer up. Then that becomes the build menu. You've got move with the left stick. Click it to run, or auto pickup. I didn't know that. Auto pickup stuff when you're in the inventory. And then you've got cycle to hotbar, so that'll be, you know, cycle this, obviously. What am I doing now? Yeah, that was it. So yeah, these are all kind of buttons. So if you do this one here, you sit down, and apparently that does your stamina quicker, and I don't know, may even do your health actually. Although I am sopping wet, so it's probably not helping. Best not to be up sopping wet. So I could sit down now. Oh, right, okay. Now I do believe the water goes down because we're in a dry spot, unless of course there's a hole in the roof, which there is. Let me just fix that. Let's fix that a minute. Need a... Oh. It takes a little bit getting used to this menu. It's kind of a little bit arthritic. Tricky trying to find the edge, to be honest. And get it to lock in, you know. This can be tricky. I need a kind of top bit like that or something. I fill it with that. So I mean, it's kind of you've got to be on the edge to do it, and then you got to like turn this around, or I tell you, I'll just stick that. I think I'll do. But now's probably the time to put that away and go sleep. Cause, oh, it needs fire. Oh, drat. Can I do a fire? Torch on. So you see, we're in a little bit of trouble because we can't do a fire at the moment. I wonder why we can't do a fire. Is it because we haven't got enough stone? So I think it'll come back next time, and I'll try and you know, stay alive if I can till morning. But apparently I can't do a fire. This might be in my ordinary menu. Apparently not yet. Means I can't cook food or anything, so the food's going to go off. I would like to kind of... I could have got to get a certain amount of stone, but I think I'll leave it now because we're beginning to whinge a bit now. So I think we'll leave it there. I'll see you all next time, and guess what? I'll see you later. Bye everybody, and thanks for watching. Part 1 of Valheim. I'm not doing a very good job really, am I? No, typical, right? Typical.